For at least 10 years now, I've wanted to get my hands on an e-bike, an electric bicycle. There were two main obstacles. Number one, the cost. When I first started looking at them, they were thousands of dollars. They were underpowered. I mean, unless you want a piece of unreliable Chinese junk, which will probably not last an entire summer, you had to spend a fair amount of money to get anything decent. The other obstacle, and probably the main one, was that up until April of this year, 2020, they were illegal to ride on the road in New York State. So as of April, the laws have changed, and now you can no longer get into trouble for riding an e-bike on most roads. Obviously, you can't take it on the parkway or someplace, you know, where the speed limit is astronomical. But so I pulled the trigger, got an e-bike. E-bike. This is what I got. It's the Lectric XP. So far I absolutely love it. I've got 7 miles on it, and I'm taking it now on the Croton Aqueduct Park, which will go to the Croton Dam, and see how it handles off-road. On-road, it's just a joy. It has 7 speeds. It has 5 levels of power assist. I won't go through all the features now, but there are plenty of videos on YouTube explaining. You got the display here, the shifter. There is a throttle. It is pedal assist, disc brakes. I've got. It came with a nice set of pannier bags, but I actually purchased my own because this one, on top of being expandable, it'll have plenty of room for my camera gear, and also the side pockets. Where's the zipper? The side pockets do form panniers, and they hold a lot of stuff. So there's one on each side. So I may use the other ones when I'm not bringing camera gear, but it was very nice for Lectric to include them at no charge. And right now, the only thing I have in here is a bottle of water. I've got these 2 auxiliary pouches here. I've got extra GoPro batteries, a snack, a bike multi-tool. On the other side, I've got a bandana because it's hot as hell today. I've got a battery charger for my lights and my phone in case the phone dies, because I'm using it as a GPS right now. I have Komoot app loaded, and the bike folds in half, which is very nice. So you can easily, the handlebars fold down, the bike actually folds in half, so you can just put it in the back seat of the car or the trunk, and you're good to go. So let's go on our way here and see what this ride is like off-road. Good morning. Hey.
Follow this way for 0.28 miles. The tour is being adjusted. The tour is 350 feet to the left of you. Take a look at the map. Now ahead of you. Prepare to go straight.
Good morning.
Hey, how you doing, bud?
How you doing?
Oh, good, man.
You are back at the tour. Navigation will now continue. Now turn left onto Old Croton Aqueduct Trail. Follow this way for 0.87 miles.
So the bike has these 4.5-inch wide fat tires, which really absorb the shock. The frame of the bike doesn't actually have any shocks, but you can adjust the tire pressure from, most people have it between 20 and 30. I've got mine set to, I believe, 23, 24, and it seems to be just fine. This is the I don't know, probably the roughest part of the journey so far. It's very rocky, but seems to be doing very well. Morning. I'm going to put slime in the tires to help prevent and seal punctures, because I can already tell if you get a puncture in the rear tire, it's going to be a royal pain in the rear to patch it when you're on the go, because there's so much going on back there between the motor, the hub, the derailleur, etc. So, and what do they say, an ounce of prevention. So that's going to be my next project. I also have a side view mirror that I'm going to install, because it gets old craning your neck looking for traffic behind you. Morning. Hello. One of the advantages of having the bike also, especially during this time, you know, we're still in the process of reopening from the lockdown. My favorite trails are all still closed, so I can't hike on them. So if I want to get out at all, this is the way I have to do it right now. Good morning. So far, I have to say, it's a whole lot of fun. Again, this is not really a proper review of the bike or anything like that. I just thought I'd take you along on my first real maiden journey. I mean, I did ride it around the block when I got it, but that doesn't really count. I was mainly looking for loose nuts and bolts and screws, and the fender was rubbing a little bit against the front tire, but I straightened that out, so it's nice and quiet now. Hard to believe that this aqueduct is still in service after so many years, bringing water from, well, it's one source of water for New York City, bringing it from the Croton Reservoir all the way down into Manhattan. seem to be having problems with this GoPro mount. It keeps sliding down. Good morning.
Next, keep right.
Park closed. Oh, that's not good.
Next, keep right. Follow this way for 950 feet.
So the bike has a top speed of 20 miles per hour. It's a class 2 e-bike. There's 3 systems: class 1, class 2, class 3. Class 3 is allowed to go up to 28 miles an hour before the power assist cuts out. But this particular bike and some others allow you to manually set it to class 3. So, but right now, 20 seems to be plenty fast. I'm not gonna go tearing up the aqueduct at 30 miles an hour. That's unnecessary. In fact, I've only got the pedal assist to 1 right now. So, anyway, we've made it to the dam. Let's I don't know what little you can see behind the bars here or through the bars. It's absolutely gorgeous. Been here many times before on foot. My first time ever riding here. Looks like they closed up the observation deck.